Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to be talking about the 1% principle today. So the 1% principle, to put it concisely, is that if you do a little bit better every day for 365 days in a year, you're going to end up with much more than you'd expect in the outcome. So 1% more to the power of 365 days ends up being 37 times what you started with. Whereas if you do just 1% less every day, after a full 365 days, you're going to end up at 3%, which is 97% down from your starting. So this highlights the importance of compounding growth and the importance of the asset that is time. So that's about all the principle is. It really means that if you put a little bit in every day, it's going to grow leaps and bounds. And to do the proof here for you, I pulled up a calculator, and it indeed does come out to 37.78 times. Now the relevance here, the reason why I even bring this up is because a lot of people don't realize how far just a little bit of meditation and a little bit of contemplation goes. You know, Albert Einstein had this quote where if he had an hour to solve a problem, he'd spend something like 80 or 90% of the time just thinking about how to solve it and then use the remaining 10% or whatever to actually do the implementation. So where this comes in to meditation is that you can even see this, and this is a work in progress with the dashboard here, but back when I took notes, I really had no idea what I was doing, and I had to backfill a lot of my notes for meditation. And you can see that once I started recording them on like a Google Doc, I got about 50% of my meditations logged in a sufficient manner. And when I started doing an actual note-taking application like Obsidian, actually recording the start time and the actual audio tape and all of these, I only miss, what is that, like 1/9? So my meditations are much greater, at least for logging and effectiveness. Now, this dashboard's a work in progress. We'll talk about that later, but we'll do another video on this. But this is all derived from that 1% better. You know, if I would have looked at January 1st, 23, when I started doing meditation, if I would get this far, 1,180 something days, I wouldn't have thought that. But that's the 1% principle in action. So this is your call to action here, do that little 1% better. You guys want to see my kitty cat? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Meow. Kitty, say bye. Meow. Okay, that's all.